So what's up? How's life treating you and stuff? Guess what, you guys? It's Hermione Granger's birthday today! Yay! Happy birthday, Hermione! Happy birthday, Hermione! Also, it's a coincidence that I wore this. I didn't know I was going to talk about Hermione. Things that I know about Hermione Granger. Well, she was born on the 19th of September 1979, which would make her 32 today. So people kind of get confused with the movies because they're like, oh, the movies are set now, right? So like the Battle of Hogwarts, which was in Deathly Hallows Part 2, would be like in 2011, right? Wrong! The books are set in the 90s, okay? Battle of Hogwarts happened in 1998. So the bit when it's like 19 years later hasn't happened yet. Okay, I'm thinking maybe I should go there. Okay, 1st of September, King's Cross Station, 11 AM, and like, just hang around, you know? Just be like, guys, where's Harry, Ron, and Hermione? They're meant to be dropping off their kids right now. Hermione, a history. She is the daughter of two dentists, Mr. Granger and Mrs. Granger. During the course of Philosopher's Stone, she first met Harry Potter and Ron Weasley on the Hogwarts Express, the train to Hogwarts, and they thought that she was obnoxious and rude a bit, because she's like, I'm the smartest witch ever, or something. I can't remember. It was ages since I read that book. They're kind of like, eh. And then, like, you know, they go to school and she's actually a genius, and they're like, ugh, you're intelligent, what? And then, troll in the dungeon! And so then they had to go rescue her. So Harry and Ron rescued Hermione, and then the teachers came. They're like, what are you guys doing? Oh my gosh, you mad? We're gonna get in heaps of trouble. But then Hermione lied to save them, and now they're best friends forever. Months go by. Next year at Hogwarts, Hermione Granger, still a genius, still kind of annoying. Harry and Ron still like her. And so then there's all this stuff about Chamber of Secrets, OMG, blah blah blah. Hermione Granger solves the mystery. She figures out everything. She figures out what the monster of the Chamber of Secrets is and how it's traveling through the school and whatnot. And she also got petrified by that monster, which is a bit of a shame, but it's okay, because she gets unpetrified at the end of the year or something. All is well. Thank you, Hermione Granger, saving the day again. Next year, Prisoner of Azkaban. Once again, Hermione's been a know-it-all. No, not really. She's cool now. So she gets a time turner so that she can go to every single subject, which I think is a bit insane. Why do they give a time turner to like a 13-year-old girl? Dumbledore. Pfft. Later on, Sirius Black escapes from Azkaban, hence Prisoner of Azkaban, and then they figure out he's good, and they're like, Sirius is good! And then he's gonna get the Dementor's kiss, and they're like, oh my gosh, this can't happen, he's good, but Fudge will never believe us because he's fudging ridiculous. So funny, Hannah! And then they save Sirius, yay! And Buckbeak. The next year is the Goblet of Fire, in which Hermione creates SPEW, which is the Society for the Promotion of Elvish Welfare. SPEW. So Hermione forces Ron and Harry to join in SPEW, and she tries to make them wear badges that say SPEW on them, and they're like, oh hell no. And she's like, fine, whatever. House saves the slaves, you guys. You should be nice to them and stuff. And then she outsmarts Rita Skeeter, because it turns out that Rita Skeeter is doing illegal stuff. Hermione figures that out. If you're wondering why I'm not actually expressing details, it's because in case you haven't read the books, there are things that I'm talking about that came from the books that isn't in the movies. So if you're like a movie HP fan, I don't want to like ruin the books for you in case you'll one day have the brilliant idea to read the books, which you should do! Do that! Read the books. They're so much better. Like, they actually make sense all the time. Next year, Order of the Phoenix! So Hermione decides that because Umbridge is a tool, they should create Dumbledore's Army, which is basically Harry teaches them Defense Against the Dark Arts in secret. In the Half-Blood Prince, life continues. Hermione continues being awesome. She is part of the Slug Club, which is Professor Slughorn gets all the students who he thinks will be important one day and brings them together and is like, hey guys, let's be friends. And he kind of feeds off their famousness. And like, you know, Hermione's a genius, so he's like, yeah, come along, let's be friends, yeah. Oh, and at one point, somebody's like, with brains like that, why aren't you in Ravenclaw? And she's like, well, sort of had considered it, but the thing about Hermione is that she's very book-focused, yes, but when it comes down to it, being smart isn't the only thing to her. Like, she values a lot of, like, protecting her friends and, like, doing what's right rather than what's smart. She's a very moral person. She's all about doing the right thing all the time, which is why she made Spew. Like, if she was just an intellectual person, she wouldn't even care about the house elves, you know? She has a heart. The next year, Harry's like, guys, I'm gonna go kill Voldemort by myself. Hermione and Ron say, no, we're coming with you because you'll die without us. And they go looking for Horcruxes, and Hermione, like, brings her beaded bag, her magical enchanted beaded bag, which is like this big, but full of like TARDIS amount of stuff. Yes, TARDIS is a measurement. Bigger on the inside. See? So Hermione's very useful then. She's helping them like plan all their stuff and like figure out where they reckon the Horcruxes will be. Setting up enchantments around their camp so that the Death Eaters can't kill them. Hermione and Ron totally dig each other, so they get married and have kids. They have Rose Weasley, who was born in 2006. And so she would presently be 5, and Hugo, who was born in 2008, so he would be presently 3. I'm really jealous of Hermione, because not only does she get to marry Ron, she gets to have Mr. and Mrs. Weasley as parent-in-laws. Oh, what? I want to have Mr. and Mrs. Weasley as in-laws. They're so great! And that is the life and times of Hermione Granger in minutes. I will see you all next week for more Monday. Oh, and apologies for not uploading last week. I was really sick. I had a cold. I'm kind of recovering still. Everybody was blah. So then we're like, whatever. Skip this week. Bye 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 bye.